And we are off. It's our second. It's really not a review because I have watched this film before. I was sitting there thinking about this before the show. Well, anyways, let's get that out of the way. Hey, what's going on, guys? You know me, I'm Skeets and you're Skeets Freaks. We're here for the ScreamCast doing our second horror film review. Again, I don't know if I've ever watched this thing all the way through. I remember trying to watch it, and I for the life of me, I can't remember if I made it all the way through this film or if I just kind of shied away and didn't finish this film. The film we're going to be watching tonight is the Halloween Not So 6, right? It is Halloween 6, but we're not supposed to call it Halloween 6. We're supposed to call it The Curse of Michael Myers, but it is 6. If you look at the thumbnail, it kind of gives you the timeline and kind of the things you got to, the belief you got to suspend to be a Halloween fan of the franchise. But that's what we're delving into in ScreamCast here tonight on a Wednesday night edition of ScreamCast. What's going on, Death and Skinner? How you guys doing this Wednesday night? We'll get ready to delve into this film here soon. And I'm not going to lie to you. I promised myself years ago that I would never attempt to watch this again. When I say years, I've been with my wife for 11 years. It's been a long time since I've actually tried to pay attention to this film and attempted to watch it. So I'm going to do that live with you guys, and I try my best to make it all the way through that film. Me either, Skinner. I know I've tried. They lost me when Michael had ink, and he was more of like we'll get to it. I'll react to it live when we're watching it. But I remember there was some things that was just a complete turn off to me, and I just could not watch it. Oh, awesome, Death. Yeah, for sure. I did post a link up there, the Amazon Prime link. Cinematic Jules. She's been around on my channel, I think, since I started this thing years ago. And her and her husband are absolutely beautiful people. And I'm like so excited for them to be on Amazon Prime. But you will want that film will not disappoint you. It is fantastic. They both are award-winning. Her husband's award-winning writer. She's award-winning actress. And I think some awards might be needed for this film. It was a really good watch. I plan on watching it again very soon. And who knows, I might do like a little review for them on here. I don't know. it's a nice suspense movie. I mean, I enjoyed it. So definitely check it out if you have not checked it out yet. It's definitely worth the watch, and go show them love. Make sure you make sure you leave a review for them over there on Amazon. It helps the cause. What's going on, Lone Star Brother? Yes, absolutely. Cowboys 5-1, great start. We could not ask for a better start. 5-1. Dak is on fire, on track. MVP season, can't beat it. I'm gonna give us about 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna roll on Halloween Not So 6. Thank you, Lady C. I appreciate that. She, like I said, beautiful people. And definitely show them up some love there and leave a nice review for them. You will not be disappointed. I've watched it. I just got done watching it again. So once you leave a review, it takes like a few days for Amazon to like go over the review, I guess, or something. Not too sure. But yeah, it told me it might take us several days before the review would go through. But what other piece of business should I get out of the way? Oh, do the e-begging portion of the links are above in the chat there. Which way is the chat? It's somewhere. The chat, there's a pinned tweet. The links are below. You can, if you want to. You don't got to, but they're there if you want to. I will say, don't forget to subscribe and join our Discord server. And you might want to join for the memberships, because tomorrow we're going to start doing some like membership hangout things, man. There you go, Skinner. Get that big screen. Check it out for sure. For sure, my man. All right, let's get this loaded up over here. I think she's loaded up and ready. Yeah, she's loaded up and ready. Let's pull this over here so I can still see the chat as I'm watching the film. I'll shrink this box down a little bit, throw that up there like that. Thank you for the link drop, Death. There is the Discord. Definitely join us over there. It's where you get to get some inputs in the show and get to kind of see behind the scenes of what I'm doing here for the Skeeter Jerkins channel, for the Skeets Freaks, and plus, not only that, you get to look at screenplays and things of that nature that we're doing for the Terror Barn. And another great thank you, Death. I appreciate that. Thank you, Death. I appreciate it. Okay. It's about 5. I'm a little bit early tonight. I've been wanting to do my Skeet in the AM. We're going to start covering the current paranormal happenings. But these 2 windows over here just got replaced. They'll still be doing more work in the morning, not in my studio, but a room next to me. So I don't want to go live here and banging and clanging. However, I might go to a different location and try to go live from either the iPad or the iPhone, something like that. I don't know. I'm missing it. Man, 86 inch. There you go, brother. 7.1. Yes, it sounds amazing. Man, I want to watch something on your TV, Scudder. Dang it. Okay. Getting ready just to delve on in here, guys. Where I found it was Apple TV. The Curse of Michael Myers. Let's see. I was hoping it would like give me some sort of like info, but yeah. Okay, I'm getting ready to hit this play button in about 5 seconds. So it's like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're off. Maybe. Hold on, make sure you guys do not hear the audio. They'll yell at me. I don't think you guys can hear the audio. They'll yell at me. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Hold on, what's the, I got double and triple check here. All right, opening scene. You guys can do the audio. They'll yell at me. Okay, let's see if I can do this. And now you guys are going to hear me talk back, but I just want to make sure y'all didn't hear it. Mr. Donald. Now, this film, I remember, it made me so mad because this ain't Jamie. Right now, they're showing the fake Jamie. There's just so much within this film. She's getting wheeled down this weird hallway right now in labor. That's something to be excited for. It's not bragging, man. That's awesome. Oh, no. Excited for. It's not bragging, man. That's awesome. Oh, no. You guys can't hear the audio for the movie, can you? Man, the delay's insane. Oh, well. I don't think we can. I'm not trying to get in trouble. Okay. Jamie's getting wheeled in. Going into labor. The fake Jamie. Which, bunch of issues I have with the story plot. The catch up. The man with the hat from 5. That was just randomly walking around the film. That's taking the baby that Jamie just had. Again, she just got wheeled down this strange hallway. And there's a bunch of issues I have with this whole pregnancy thing. Okay, there's Paul telling the Michael story. Paul Rudd. Yeah. Tell him, Paul. How about you tell us? This is the problem I have with this plot. Okay. Jamie is Michael Myers' niece in this timeline. Not in the 2018, 2021 time. Not that timeline. In this timeline. I think this film was made like 95 or 96. Okay. Jamie was his niece. And now Jamie got pregnant by Michael, the way I understand it. And that's his niece, who's a teenager. There's just a bunch of stuff within this storyline that's it's kind of crazy. All right, they're putting this mark on the baby right now with a blade. This whole thing's kind of crazy, right? I like my Michael to be like he was in the 18. More dead set and hell bent with no empathy. Not a random hitman for... Okay, a nurse is trying to help her and her baby escape. This little candlelit room. Oh, those little cutscenes definitely gives you the 90s nostalgia. Like the little cutscenes with the... You better run, boo thing. Okay. The nurse is helping Janie get up out of there with her and her uncle's Mikey's baby. Such so weird they went with that. Uh-oh. Here comes Daddy, Uncle Mikey. It's so weird, man. They just I cannot. Yeah. Amazing mask. I mean, Mikey's about to get his first kill, snags the nurse up, and just impales her against the wall. Love the mask. I love the mask in 6. Beautiful mask. I just can't get behind all the other stuff. But so let's try to suspend my judgment as I watch this and not try to just bash this the whole time I'm watching this film. I promise. But it's still weird to me. Of all the things you guys could have done, you guys decided to go with this storyline, and you took away the rightful, the one and only Jamie, and replaced her with this actress. I'll try, because I'll try. She's escaping now, running through the rain. Some now little Grand Theft Auto. Some guys look like you might have been taking a pee break, and Jamie jumps in his vehicle, is taking off now. Oh, Michael snapped his neck. 2 kills already. 2 kills, and we are 7 minutes in. I'm trying. I'm going to try, guys, not to just crap on this film the whole time. It's hard, though. Sold Strode Realty, a sign says in a yard. And I think we're about to see my second problem with this film. That is not. Okay, we got the little kid sitting up. He's seeing the guy with the hat in the corner with the knife saying kill for him. I'm really going to have to try to. He's calling him the voice man. I'm really going to have to try to follow this plot because I've suspended it in my brain. I could even tell you the plot, what's going on, really. I've never watched Halloween Not So 6 all the way through, I don't think. If I did, I really blocked it out. Hey, little kid's rocking a red Power Ranger on his nightstand. The mom goes to leave the room, knocks a crown drawing off the wall, which is the same symbol that was getting drawn on the little baby, Jamie's baby, in that dungeon. They was writing the symbol with a bloody knife. Again, I want to really pay attention. I'm not even too sure what this symbol. I know it's linked to some sort of cult or something, but okay, the mother's listening to the radio and watching herself get undressed in the mirror. Okay. Okay, this lady on the radio is confessing her love to Michael, on how she would love to be with Michael, and the lady that's now living in the Myers home looks across and sees Paul Rudd. Yes, the Ant-Man, staring through a telescope at her window. Or a camera, sorry. He got his old Canon out, window peeking. And now Paul Rudd's calling in. I think Paul Rudd plays Tommy Doyle in this film, if I remember correctly. He's telling Michael's going to come home to kill again. And there's that 90 nostalgia. Those cutscenes, you can feel it. That's not a bad thing. Seems like everybody's listening to this radio program. Because now we jump scenes to the man, Mr. Dr. Loomis himself, typing away on a typewriter, listening to the same radio show. Somebody asked on the radio, whatever happened to Loomis? I heard he was dead. And he laughed and said, not dead, just very much retired. This is a very popular radio station because now Jamie's driving. She's now reached a bus station, but she was listening to the same radio station in the truck that she had stolen from the guy that took a pee break in a poncho. Not making this up, folks. This is how this movie is leading us in. Absolutely no one at the bus station. Sign on the desk on this deserted bus station says back in 20. She's hopping on a payphone. Have not seen one of those in a very long time. All phone lines are apparently busy or to Haddonfield because of bad weather, apparently. I think that's what that operator just said. So that's establishing maybe for down the road on why phone calls can't get in or get out. Jump back to Loomis and one of his old friends, apparently. He's trying to get Loomis to come back to Smith's Grove, which is the hospital there. He's telling him no, he buried all the ghosts in a manuscript and he pulled out a stack of papers that he was typing. Okay. Now Jamie has called him to the radio station, which obviously got Loomis's attention. And this radio station's playing in the bus station. It's just everywhere in Haddonfield. Okay, Jamie's going down the steps. She still has not even wiped the blood off or whatever that was they wrote that symbol on her child with. She still has not even wiped that off, or that'd be like step one once I got away, I guess. Clean my child up, but huge Halloween fan, but I just, man, maybe if I give it a chance, okay, Mikey has showed up at the bus stop. Maybe if I just not be so judgmental and try to give it a chance, it may shock me. We'll see. She's hiding in a bathroom stall, I believe, from Michael right now. Michael just got to the bus station. At least they did keep the continuity with the burns for this time frame on his hands. He's pushing open the stall doors right now, looking for his niece and his baby. So odd. Okay, he pushed one open and the window was open. So she escaped out the window. In the stolen vehicle that she stole from the pea break poncho man. And I think this is Michael now chasing her down in a van. And he just ran her off the road. And she crashes into a farm. A pumpkin patch. She just ran over a bunch of I can't with this film. Michael can drive just as good as Dale Earnhardt, apparently. I guess he's the real intimidator, right? Okay, she gets out. She's heading towards the barn because I guess that's what you would do. Head towards the barn. No baby. She does not have no baby with her, so I do believe she left the baby, if I remember right. Left the baby back in the bus station. Yeah, now she's up. Well, I thought she's seen Michael, but she must be hallucinating a little bit because he was there. Now she's kind of creeping around the barn, and now she does see Michael. I love the mask in this film. I really do. I own the mask behind me. I do need to redo the hair on that mask, which I got the hair over there for it. It just came with like a feathered look to it or something. I don't know. Like Michael went to the salon, got some lines, some waves put in or something. But uh-oh. She made one little sound on the hay, and usually yep, that spells disaster for you. Mikey snagged her up by the throat. And slammed her on a pitchfork. She's holding her hands out to Michael now. Michael reaches up and is ruthless, pushes her farther back. It's not a pitchfork. It might be I'm not sure what sort of farming equipment that is. She's telling him, you can't have the baby, Michael. You can't have the baby. And I think he can really do whatever he... Oh, yeah, he's turning this... Not a farmer. I have no idea what type of equipment that is, but he just turned it on, chewing her guts up. All right, sorry. Just make sure we want to get another audio of the film in here. because it will shut me down. Okay, somebody put up a some sort of Michael Myers decoration in old Myers home. Now we're back in Haddonfield. The next day, the next evening apparently, or day. Maybe they start trick or treating at 9 in the morning. I'm not sure. They're making breakfast and everybody's walking around the town in their costumes already. So this is the Strodes. Apparently, they're talking about the Strodes. So okay. Now Danny's mom's getting grilled by her father. He's being pretty ruthless. Yeah, the dad's really going ham on her right now. Saying some real off the cuff stuff to her. Wow. Called her dad a bastard and he backhanded her. That's and now her son just pulled a blade on the father. So maybe he's listening to the guy in his bedroom. Mm. Okay, not too sure where they tie in the Strode family, but um, they did say it's the Strode house. It's definitely not Lori. Maybe that's her sister. I'm thinking. Her adopted family. Maybe that's kind of her adopted family. Like, no, I'm not too sure. Because in this timeline, they are siblings in this timeline. So, okay, Dr. Loomis is back in the fold at the hospital. Pulling up files on Michael Myers. Imagine that. Imagine that. There we go. Sorry. Hit the wrong button. They're driving, talking about the neighborhood that is Tommy Doyle, which is Paul Rudd's character in this film. And his bedroom gets newspaper clippings of Michael Myers, dead or alive, Michael Myers, this and that, all over the place. He got an old reel-to-reel player. He recorded the radio, apparently. I was listening back to when Jamie called in. So, and he's catching the bus stations. Yeah. He's catching the bus stations ordeal. Okay, now there's several people at the bus stop that Jamie stole our Poncho Pisser's truck from. Okay, they got Tommy Doyle, Paul Rudd. He's definitely not the one we've seen in Kills. A little bit more frail. Now he's sitting down at the same payphone that Jamie made the phone call into the radio station from, and notices the blood inside the phone booth. For those of y'all that's in here, throw me a 1 up in the chat if everything sounds okay. And if you would please, man, don't forget to hit me with a thumbs up and share it out for me. I would greatly appreciate it. The link's up there for my Discord. If you want to hop in on the Discord. Also, Death has been nice enough to post all my links up there. The Skeet merch, which we're going to have some ScreamCast merch coming up. Hoping by the end of the week, we'll see. And there is the wonderful PayPal there. All the links are there. You don't got to click them if you don't want to, but they're there if you want to. Excuse me. And he finds the baby in the bathroom. Not the 50 other people that's there, not probably the 60 other people that came to that bus station before he made it there. But he's the one that found a screaming baby in a cabinet by the sink. Now we jump over to where Jamie was murdered. And okay, apparently this is Michael Myers' mark. It was burnt into a big stack of hay there. Dr. Loomis said it is his mark. Again, none of this was ever established. And 4 other films that Michael was in, but now all of a sudden he got ink and a mark. They're setting something up here at some sort of festival or something outside of the college. Man, it's so hard for me not to just want to just crap on everything on this film. Not just because of the thorn mark, not because of what, there's no continuity. Again, the thumbnail shows you the different timelines and how us as Halloween franchise fans, you have to kind of, pick and choose I don't know. But this film has always just rubbed me the wrong way. Now, this Tommy Doyle is going to the ER with a baby. He's in there yelling for doctors. And instead of for doctors, he's getting security. He runs into Dr. Loomis, of all people, at this this ER. And he's explaining to him. He's Tommy Doyle. Man, Dr. Loomis is. I love that. And Kills, we got that little Loomis plug in that 78 flashback. Big Dr. Loomis fan. He's now showing Loomis the baby. Okay. He just answered that question. I didn't know. It is the adoptive family that adopted Laurie the Strodes. They're, I guess, after everything that went down, they decided to, for whatever reason, move into the Myers house. Okay, whatever. They didn't specify either on whose family this is. Or they said whose family it was. They didn't say what part of the Strode family. Like they didn't say is it an aunt or uncles or cousins or siblings. They just said a part of the adoptive family. And the mother of whoever this is making her way down to the basement. What's going on, Kat? She's doing laundry in the basement of the old Myers house. Random Strode relative. Washer stopped. She's playing with the old breaker box there. And the washer officially broke. She screams great. Working her way upstairs there. Got the iron board out. Michael was just across the street watching her every move. So I don't think it's going to go good for this random Strode relative. I just don't think it's in the cards for her to live too much longer. It is broad daylight. Oh, nope. Dr. Loomis just appears into her house and asks everything is all right. Okay. Now we're going back to Paul Rudd's version of Tommy Doyle. I believe he's back at his house with the child. Yes, he is. Which the baby still has the thorn mark there. Now, finally, somebody's cleaning it off. Tommy is wiping off that thorn mark. We got a creepy older woman walking down the hallway here. Tommy's telling the baby, I won't let nothing happen to you. Okay, Dr. Loomis is talking about this evil force that grew inside Michael, contaminating his soul. Okay, I am starting to see a little bit of some. I kind of see what they did now for kills in 2018. He was talking about this household, something sacred to Michael, and kind of possesses all of his rage. So, um, like I said, I mean, some of these things within this film, I can see kind of where that was going and how it could have worked. I think the director just really didn't give a damn, really. Okay, now we got whatever they are of the Strode family. He walked out and seen the trench coat guy. Tommy Doyle jumped out in front of the little Strode boy. I'm not sure again who, what Strode that is. You'd think they would like let you know. Okay, that's Lori's adopted family's. Okay, the Strode mom or whoever the lady in the Myers house is. It's hard for me to do commentary on this film because it's not really giving me the info to do so. It just, but the Strode lady called her husband and said, she's talked to Dr. Loomis and did over the shoulder face shot there. Michael was standing off in the foreground in the living room as she's on the phone telling her husband about the Loomis encounter in her home. Her brother. Okay, so now we're starting to get somewhere. This is would be her adoptive aunt and uncle. So that would be her cousin's child. There. Okay, there we go. We've answered that. I was just impatient. Had to let it play out. Michael heard the whole conversation. She turned around. Of course, Michael's gone. They get off the phone. The husband's in the office, his realtor office, taking shots of whiskey now. Man, this woman got the suitcase. I think she's had enough. They showed her earlier picking up an axe and putting it in this tote. She's coming down the stairs and realizing the axe is missing out of the tote now. I believe I would take off running towards the door as fast as possible, ma'am, with your suitcase. Not randomly walking backwards at a very slow pace. Run towards the phone rings. So instead of going towards the door with the suitcase, she's going towards the phone. Oh my gosh. It's a voice saying, "We want the child." Then she turns back around and sees Michael standing there. Okay, now I'm really starting to remember why I've never made it through. Then she runs in her own backyard with laundry on the line. Moves the laundry like it's the first time she noticed she had a fence in her backyard. Michael now has that axe and decapitates her. So there's another kill for old Mikey in this one. And now that we got this established, Lori's adoptive cousin is now coming home here. We're about 40 minutes in, and this is maybe the farthest. I don't remember some of the stuff already, so I may have already turned this off before in the past. Definitely seeing why. I mean, that's definitely not the it don't even remotely look like the original Myers home to me at all. Um, okay, she walks at the back where her mother was just murdered. And of course, Michael's already cleaned up the scene. I think she did ask for it. Welcome, brother. This is definitely the farthest I've been in. The farthest I've paid attention to this film. Let's put it that way. Your, your mom's not there, boo thing. She caught the axe. All right, she caught the axe to the throat. Why? Because the mark of the thorn. She's walking through asking for her mom. They do it nice. That's pretty nice cinematography there in that shot. I really dug that little shot, the over the shoulder shot. She's hauling for her mother and Danny, which would, I don't know, that's Lori's second cousin, adopted second cousin. I'm telling you, I really think I dislike this Halloween film way more than I dislike the 3, which we might have to go back and watch the 3 as well. He definitely is a very sharp guy. You know, he gets right to the point. And it looks like the same trench coat and hat is hung up on the coat rack in the backdrop that we seen that random guy on the street wearing. Gets right to the point. Okay. Now she's found her son sitting on the bed with Tommy Doyle and the baby. Hey, and there's a little flashback. Man, I used to rock one of those. The kid is playing with a Game Boy. Now, to kind of recap, she did just see the same guy looking through the window while she's getting dressed. Now, this guy is sitting on the bed with her son and a random baby. He cuts right through it all. Okay, now they're going to back over to Paul's house where the creepy old lady's watching one of the original looks like Dracula, one of the original monster flicks. And now she's now she's knocking on his house and saying, "You really don't expect us to stay here?" And he's like, "No, I want you to watch your own house." And it's like, literally, dude, like she just busted you looking at her through the window. Now you're telling her to use the same camera to watch her own house. That's not red flags. Okay, the little boy looked out and seen Michael. Man, watching this film, I love the mask. I really do. But it really shows me how much hair I really do got to add to my 6. Tommy's trying to feed the baby with a bottle. And of course, Lori's cousin, adoptive cousins, sisters, cousins, aunts, dogs, brothers, niece that came across on a ship and flew in on a stork is now feeding. Okay, now they're explaining the thorn mark here. Pagan rituals to predict the future. Okay, the thorn mark represents a demon. That's just spread the sickness or something. So, okay. Hey, how we doing, Diet Cola? Okay. The method behind the madness apparently is this thorn mark. It's a constellation of stars that makes this mark. Basically sacrificing a family to save the whole tribe. That's kind of what the mark means. And this version of Tommy Doyle's convinced that's what's fueling Michael. Jamie's baby's going to be Michael's final sacrifice, apparently, is what Tommy Doyle is saying. Hope we're having a good night there. I hate Diet Cola. Okay, while they was looking up the constellations of the Thorn Mark, they lost Danny, the young boy, and he's sitting down with the creepy old lady. Kara. Okay, Kara's the name of the sister's cousin's aunt's adopted family of Laurie Strode. Okay, Dr. Loomis is looking really rough in this film. Okay, Tommy Doyle's out this Halloween festival ordeal that Haddonfield is putting on. Trying, guys. I'm really trying to like this film or at least appreciate it. Okay, now the creepy old lady's explaining Halloween to Danny. Yeah, I don't know. And of course, Michael. No, that ain't Michael. It's the trench coat guy. Okay, she's bringing up the boogeyman, which we all know the boogeyman, the shape. He, she just so told Danny's mom hears the voice of the little boy down the road, little Mikey. There's that quote. Little Mikey Myers that lived down the streets. Joe, what's going on, Josie? Said he hears the same voice that Mikey Myers down the street heard. It told him to kill his family. Then the lightning crashed, and you could see Michael right outside the window there. Okay, the radio host Barry. Guess this is the festival that he's putting on. He's had a trench coat on, rips it off, and he got some Halloween draws on underneath. They're all celebrating because it's the home of Michael Myers. Okay, now uh, Laurie's adopted uncle, the dad that lives in the Michael house. Now this Rhodes comes home hammered drunk and pulls in and blasts the bicycle. I'm trying not to just crap on every scene, but I just, man, I hate what they did with the story. But I'm trying. And I've never made it this far. I mean, that is one of my favorite Halloween quotes. You know, little Mikey Myers who lived down the street. I love that quote. Okay, now the lights just went out on the drunk uncle. He makes a joke as he grabs a light. That it must be the boogeyman. You too, Hop. Hope everything's well, brother. Hope you have a great one. Um, the breaker gets cut in the house, but he goes downstairs, and of course, that broken washer is now running and clanging like it got too much weight in there. The power's off. The whole basement is flooding, but this guy's still making his way towards the washer. Now he is reaching up to shut that washer off. And it comes to a clanging halt. If I was a betting man, I would say your wife's folded up in there, pal. He definitely got sober really quick. He opens the washer to reveal a bunch of blood. And Michael is standing behind him. And that's all she wrote. He gets shanked in the gut in typical Michael's fashion. He impels him and lifting him off his feet, walked him over to the breaker box, and now is frying his tail. Hey, this is a pretty cool. I mean, I like this kill scene. It's not too bad. Well, then he exploded. I was behind the kill scene there until he exploded. Now we flash back to this festival with Barry and the gang. This random Haddonfield civilian is saying Michael Myers is long gone. There is no such thing as the boogeyman. And the sleazy radio host is trying to pick her up. Okay. Okay, that's another Strode relative. Just brought up that he lives in Michael's house, so now, of course, the radio host is amped up about it. Okay, now Barry, the sleazy radio host, says that we're going to move this party from here to the Myers home. I don't think that's a good idea. Go to the Myers house on Halloween. Okay, now radio host Barry is walking in his trench coat and drawers in Illinois, mind you, in the fall, to his vehicle, talking to his producer or somebody on the phone. Now he's looking for his van. Now he's just talking crap about Michael there on the phone, which ain't gonna end well for you, Barry. And of course, Michael isn't behind the van. Got his trusty blade out and sinks it into his sternum. There goes Sleazy Barry. They get back to the house there. The Lori's cousin, apparently, adoptive cousins. What happens to the lights? Where is everyone? Again, I do like the cinematic shots here. This pretty good cinematography. I can give that on some of these shots. They got the perfect shadows coming up right at eye level there on the characters. I like that shot. That was a pretty good shot. Okay, now his girlfriends took him up there to Michael's sister's room and explains the murdering. And what else would you do on Halloween night when you're in Haddonfield, in the room where Michael killed his sister? You'd make out, right? You'd make out. So that's what these guys decide to do. Now, here's poor Tommy Doyle. 3 steps from a nervous breakdown, still stuck at this festival. Looks like he's about to lose his mind as a kid says it's raining. Is dancing underneath a tree, saying it's raining. She said, Mommy, it's raining red. I don't think that's rain, sweetheart. And poor Tommy Doyle is the one walking up to the scroll saying it's raining warm red rain. And he looks up to notice our lovely, sleazy radio host Barry strung up by some Halloween lights in a tree. Dr. Loomis gets there with Tommy. Tommy looks like he's had not enough Zoloft and way too much coffee. Now we're back to the adopted Strode family, the cousin, and his girlfriend, who are still doing their thing. Okay, now the cousin says he gets to go get in the shower. Why not? No electricity. You cannot find nobody. You guys got 150 candles laid out everywhere. Okay. Uh, the other cousin and her child's across the street, still looking over at the house through the peeping Tom's camera, man. Oh, man. Trying to pull something out of this. Okay, Michael actually hands this guy a towel in the shower. It reveals the thorn tattoo, the mark of the thorn. This, yep, and Michael rips out the trusty blade and goes through the neck of another victim. Mommy and Danny's still. Danny, the little boy's having flashes of the boogeyman and the knife and everything. So, well, Beth, you don't got too much longer to live. She's talking to the girlfriend of her brother, Beth, as Michael walks in. She's telling him, hey, look out, somebody's behind you. Obviously, it's Michael. And Mikey claims another soul in the room that he slayed his sister. And she looks down to notice that her son, Danny, is walking into the Myers home where Michael Myers has slaughtered Beth. So now, of course, she's running across the street to try stop little psycho Danny that's obviously got the Michael Myers serial killer starter kit. So she goes for a fire poker. That is her weapon of choice. Bullets, knives, dynamite, electricity, fire. None of the above. A whole town, I guess, a lot of the stuff didn't happen for this film, but a whole town full of people beating him down and stabbing him did not kill Michael. But who knows? The fire poker, it might be the poke of death. That might be the poke of doom. That might be the kryptonite to Michael Myers. We're about to find out. Trying to keep high energy and trying to give you guys good commentary and explain what I'm saying, but I do not know, man, where this deep-seated hatred for this film comes from. She's now sweeping the house with a fire poker. Beth, the woman that she just watched get brutally murdered from across the street, is now tucked in to her bed. And for some reason, she's pulling the blanket back. And she's found her dead brother. So far, the only thing I'm really liking about this is some of these cinematic shots. Now she's found Danny sitting in his room. He's like in some weird trance. She shook him out of it, and there's Michael Myers. He walked in with a little bit of swag to him. Mikey got some swag in this film, man. He's walking in, and then he's walking in with some swag up in there, right? We got the pimp juice, Mikey, walking in there like I'm about to kill this girl. Yes, I might need one as well. After I'm trying to pull something out of this film, she's backpedaling. I think that was her dad that just fell out of the attic and hang upside down. And here comes Michael in this film. That's like a pimp walk to me, man. Okay, she snuck Mikey from the back with a fire poker, knocking him down the steps. Just he got like this pimp swag to his walk in this film. Not gonna lie, kind of low key like that. It's like his cocky, arrogant, like, where's my money, ho? Walk. Michael is doing what Michael does, playing possum at the bottom of the steps. While this distant adopted cousin of Lori is searching for Danny. Danny is in behind her now, over the shoulder shot. And he's standing right next to the unconscious body of Michael. If I was you, honey, I would crack the kid with the fire poker too, because he's acting pretty sus. He's pretty sus right now. I think that's what the terminology, kids use that now, right? He's acting pretty sus. And now she's going to step over Michael to grab her son. That's never going to work. Mikey grabs her leg and sound like he broke her leg just by a grip. Now I'm like, look, okay, now she grabs her son. They run out the front door as Tommy and Dr. Loomis pull up. And here comes Michael, and behind him with his pimp walk. They got back to the bedroom and asking where the baby is. Michael's doing his pimp strut across the street, and behind them opens the door. They made it in. They're safe. Dr. Loomis is with them, time to get everybody upstairs. Okay, now we got the trench coat guy. The fedora wearing trench coat guy said, "Danny, come to me." Which I think we're about to get the big reveal that is Dr. Loomis's buddy that talked him into coming back to the hospital. And it most definitely is. Yes, it is. And the rest of the cult is there to apprehend everybody else. God, this is not a Michael Myers film. Yep, the creepy old lady's in on it too. She grabs a blade. Everybody's in these black cloaks with the mark of the thorn. Wow. She committed and jumped out of the second story window, leaving her son inside with a random cult. Okay, I'm legit confused now. She dives out of the window. Everybody was apprehended by this weird cloak wearing cult with the mark of the thorn on them. Cutscene. And now Dr. Loomis and Paul is Paul Rudd, but Tommy are standing outside looking for this woman's body. No more cloaked people. She's now coming to, it looks like, in the same dungeon that Jamie escaped from in the beginning, wearing some sort of white dress. Oh, okay. We got less than 20 minutes left. I'm trying with this film. I thought maybe I could rewatch it now and actually watch it all the way through the first time and maybe come to some sort of appreciation for this installment of the franchise. But so far, really the only thing they got going for them is Dr. Loomis is in it, and there's some pretty good cinematic shots. It looks like Dr. Loomis is still carrying the same revolver that he's had from 78. And of course, his colleague is there, sitting there, and says, "I was beginning to worry, Sam. I didn't think he was going to make it." It's like a weird underground hospital. I don't even know how to explain this theory to you guys. He told Dr. Loomis, "You're the one that originally found this pure, uncorrupted evil, and it's in Michael." And then some guy comes behind Dr. Loomis and cracks him. And he's in a lab coat. So he must be a doctor. They're trying to recruit him to the Mark of the Thorn cult or something. Maximum security ward is where Tommy Doyle probably should have been this whole time. At least this version and timeline of Tommy Doyle. It's kind of like we got the multiverse from the Marvel films going on here. He's now going down the hallway, heading towards the screams of Laurie's cousin, whatever Strode. Kara Strode. The fifth cousin, adopted, removed from Laurie. At this point, if we're going to go so far-fetched with this story, why is the Strodes even relevant anymore? It could have been just a random family still living there. Okay, now that was this character here. She's bleeding already. Some random patient in the maximum security psych ward jumps out and said, "He walks among us, brother," and he's very angry. But you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, if you're going to go this far with the story, why does the Strodes even need to be in it at this point? You've went so far with the reservation. Michael is like a hitman for this Thorn cult. The Strodes really don't need to have a place in it. It could have just been any family at this point living in the Myers' old home. He's finally found Kara, trying to break her out with a fire, and that's not going to work. Michael just round the corner and sees him. Now Tommy's coming face to face with pure evil. He did some weird... You better run, Ant-Man. You better run, Ant-Man. He's still going ham with the fire extinguisher as Michael's creeping on him. He finally got the doorknob off. Now he broke the door open just in time for Michael to miss with the hand swipe. They went to shut this barred prison door, and Michael snagged her by her hair. Okay. Now Tommy's found a trank gun. I think that was a trank gun. Had a lot of bang if that was a trank gun. Point blank to the chest. And put Michael down. Oh, dear God. This might be the only Halloween film that, I don't know. I'm going to have to rewatch 3 that don't even got Michael in it to kind of... Maybe that'll be our next adventure on the ScreamCast horror film reviews. There's legit just like a whole hospital staff with lab coats and then these weird cloaks. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I'm trying. I don't know. I don't know what the hell's going on right now. I can't. Okay, they got a bunch of medical equipment around this baby. Now the Dr. Loomis's buddy that recruited him to come back to the hospital is in a random red scrub suit. Danny's in there. The mother tried to go for Danny. Tommy kind of slid her to the side. I don't know where did all these people come from? I have no idea. But nonetheless, they're here. And now they see the shadow of Michael Myers. Who just walked into the room, ignoring them on a path to Danny and the baby, I guess. What the hell's going on? I do like this, the pimp swag walk. That's, I don't know, I don't know. They might get a little brownie points on the Skeet Scares knife ratings. I doubt it though. We'll see. It's bad when you're watching a film. You're like, okay, we got about 10 minutes left of it. So just, it's all over the place with these. I love Michael Myers. I love the Halloween franchise. This is not neither. I don't know. Okay, Michael's found like a bone machete or something. I don't know what the world of hospital be having that type of machete just laying around. But again, this ain't your ordinary hospital. It's like an underground Mark of the Thorn thing. This thing is something else. Michael's still doing what Michael does. He's now killing all the most of this group. At least anybody in Scrubs is getting whacked right now with this Jason Voorhees style machete that he found. I'm not too thrilled about all this strobe lighting, which is blood and murder. I really couldn't tell you what was going in there, but a lot of people was having a rough night. Okay, now they're down in like a boiler room running from Michael, Danny, Tommy Doyle, the baby, and Laurie's adopted fifth cousin. I don't. I don't. Oh, Michael's grinding this guy's face against the jailhouse bar door and busted it open with his head. Okay, I like that kill. That was pretty inventive. I love that mask though. I'm just so. I'm just so. Oh man. Now they're in this room with these random fetuses and this like green liquid are all around the wall and stuff. It's just such a. Okay, now Michael's punching his arm through the door. Here's Johnny style. That was another good cinematic shot that caught like the chunk of the door with the doorknob and the deadbolt falling down to the ground as Michael walked through. Trying to give it props there. I keep forgetting just random. We'll call her Mary. Mary got a pipe. Of course, this wouldn't be a creepy underground hospital without this Area 51 dome and a bunch of biohazard barrels. Now Tommy's confronting Michael. Michael does the iconic head tilt. I don't know. I can promise everybody that's either watching the replay or watching this now, this will be the absolute last time in my life I watch Halloween Not So 6. He's tricking him, handing him a fake baby. Then, of course, the baby dimes Tommy out and cries in the corner. Now, Tommy hit him with a bunch of trank and some syringes as Michael snagged him up by his throat. Let's hurry up and get to the payoff of this Halloween Not So. This is not even a Halloween film. I don't even know what to call this. Oh, Mary. Again, I'm gonna stick to calling her Mary. Is going ham right now with a lead pipe on Michael. She is. Well, now he's hit her with the Von Erich claw. For all my wrestling fans out there, with the Von Erich claw. She's trying to pry. Oh, now he's choking her on the table. She's trying to pry at the mask, and she is fading fast. Little Danny comes out and says, "Leave her alone." And of course, Michael's going to pause, look over, because Danny's holding the baby. And Lori's 17th cousin, twice removed but married as the neighbor, got back in the family, bought a cat, relocated to the Michael Myers house. She fell to the floor. And apparently Michael cannot maneuver between two huge water heaters. Now she hits him. No, Tommy's back. Tommy's back, guys, with a syringe full of trank and the lead pipe. Swinging it like a freshly roided up Barry Bonds. Dr. Loomis took some shots there to open a gate or an elevator. Tommy's still back there, leaving Tommy behind. They don't care about Tommy, guys. They got an elevator. Screw Tommy. We're getting out of here. I just asserted Tommy down there with his lead pipe and his buddy Mikey. It's not going to turn out too good for you, Tommy. You should have known that, buddy. Ant-Man's still trying, though. Now he's beating Michael, and some sort of green gunk is coming out of the eye holes of the Michael mask. Get out of there, Ant-Man. Hop in your little machine. You should have shrunk, got inside his brain or something. They escaped somehow. Okay. Is this how this is going to wrap up? Okay, Tommy, the kid, Mary, the baby, they're pulling away in a red Jeep, leaving Dr. Loomis there to deal with the green gunk, Michael. Makes all the sense in the world, right? Right. What the hell? Okay, now we cut scene back to green gunk Michael laying into the... He's not there, of course. His mask is. Then you hear Dr. Loomis screaming. Cut back to the Michael Myers house. Jack-o'-lantern in memory of Donald Pleasance. The end of the film. I survived it. Now let's hurry up and get this off the screen, because I don't know, guys. I tried to watch this, and I thought coming in with just trying to block out bad memories of this film and trying to give it an honest chance that I would be able to not hate it as much. But we did it. We watched it. the Skeet Scare scale. Okay, we rate things over here with knives, right? We do like a 0 to 10 knife scale over here. Now kills got about a 9.5. I think that's what I landed on, about a 9.5 with the knife scale. This one here, I -2, and maybe not -2. We'll just go with maybe a knife handle on the Skeet Scare scale. You got a knife handle just because there was some good cinematic shots in there, and I like the pimp walk of Michael Myers in this film. Other than that, it was all over the place. This random thorn cult. I kind of see what they was wanting to do there, and that was kind of bring some lore and different things in to explain why Michael is the way Michael is, but fail. A definite fail. I again, this will be the very last time I ever watch Halloween Not So 6. And that's weird within itself. It is Halloween 6, but you're not supposed to call it that. It's Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers. But it is 6, so it's Halloween Not So 6. And to me, it's not so much of a Halloween film at all. It got Michael, it got Dr. Loomis, but that's about all it got. I might give it a knife. Just one knife on the Skeet Scare scale because I had Loomis. We'll give it one knife because, you know, it had Loomis, it had some good cinematic shots, and Mikey had a pimp walk. So we'll give it one knife. Everything outside of what I just stated, absolutely horrible. I get it, man. It's a slasher film, so they're going for the kills, but the kills weren't even that great. You know, at least in Halloween Kills, the kills was inventive. Michael was doing different things. We was connecting backstories, getting people up to speed to this timeline, and was doing different things there. But with this one, it just made no damn sense at all. It just didn't, right? It didn't. Favorite kill of the film was probably when it would be in between when he shoved the dude's head through the bar jailhouse door and crushed that down with the guy's head. That was a pretty cool kill. Or maybe the breaker box kill. I don't know. I think they should have maybe. I like what they did. Again, they had something there with the lore. Let's explain why Michael's psychotic. And again, I believe that's what they're going to do in Ends, right? As we went, you know, Halloween in 2018 was let's tell Laurie Strode's story. Halloween Kills is let's tell everybody's, you know, trauma story that was affected by the 78 murders. Let's tell everybody's story. I hope in Ends we kind of do like a Michael Myers POV, right? Let's get behind the mask. Let's dig into that with some of this lore. I'm not saying, please, for the love of God, please, Director Green, do not bring this Thorn theory back. Please do not bring this Thorn theory back. I don't do it. But I would like to do something similar, like go in, let's dive more into Michael's psyche and kind of explain how he went from a normal little mortal kid to this unkillable beast. Let's do that, right? I'm all for that. Just please, for the love of God, don't bring the Thorn symbol back unless the soundtrack's going to be Every Rose Has a Thorn. Then you'd win me over. Not really. Again, this is not. This cannot be considered a Halloween film. This is maybe a fan film. I would give it that kind of. I mean, I don't know what this was. I don't know how they got by with it. I know once John Carpenter kind of stepped away and all these other different people all these different cooks put their spices in, we started losing it. 4 was decent. Again, Jamie, fantastic character, and I believe they should have went somewhere with that instead of taking us to Halloween Not So 6, right? I think they had something with Jamie grabbing the knife in 4 and doing that whole thing. I think there was something you could have went with there and could have directed that away instead of going to Michael Myers as a hitman for a cult that wears robes and cloaks and scrubs. That was just weird to me. I don't understand why they went that way. I will never understand why they went that way, and I am going to try to erase this Halloween film. I hate even calling it a Halloween film. This Ant-Man film. I think this was Ant-Man 1. It was called Ant-Man 1 because Paul Rudd was in it, and he beat Michael down with a lead pipe until, again, I don't know if that was just trying to say he injected him with so much tranq that when he beat him, like he had more tranquilizer in him than blood. Is that where the green gunk come from? And I don't know. There's a lot of it's hard for me to commentary and explain to you guys, my thoughts while I'm watching this when I'm so lost. This is going into the trash bin. The never happened bin. I'm ignoring this film. Never looking back at it again. I thought coming back into it, I could give it a chance, and maybe there's something that I liked about it. I stated a few things, and that was reaching to grab those few things. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't. So yeah, we'll give it one knife on the skeet scare scale solely because Dr. Loomis was in it, the pimp swag, and some of the cinematography in the film. But that's being generous. This really shouldn't get any knife in the skeet scare scale. But I'm going to give it one just because of Dr. Loomis and what I just stated. However, we're not doing that. All right. We made it through there. We're done with that film. Never looking back at it again. Halloween Not So 6 does not exist anymore. And we're going to move on far, far away from this ever happening. Okay. Oh man, I appreciate the few we had in here and all the replay watchers. If you guys watch this back and you make it this far, trust me, it was hard for me to make it this far with this film. I don't know. I might go down and we might do another movie review later this week. You never know. It all depends what's going on with the schedule. Tomorrow night, we might do, I don't know if they still have Google Hangouts or exactly where we're going to do the members only stream. I don't know if YouTube has a setup. Maybe I can private it and just invite members or something like that. Not too sure. But tomorrow we'll definitely do that. If you're not a member, hit that join button, join the Discord. That's where you can have your input on the Skeet AM. And the topics I'll be covering there. We'll also be going over the screenplays and the films that Terra Barn Productions, my film production. Some of the stuff we're working on. We're going to go over a few of those things. Do not forget to check out Cinematic Jules' film that just made it on Amazon Prime. I'm so excited and happy for her and her husband. Beautiful people. Beautiful people. Don't forget to check out that film. That is over there. Let's see. I think I still might have the link actually tagged right here. Well, if I... Shit. Nope. No, we got it. Okay. I'll have to do some research to get that link put out. I definitely want to make it private where it's just us and we're just kind of shooting the shit and going over the screenplay that I put out there, and then whatever else we want to talk about, whatever else you guys want to talk about. We'll get that squared away, and I'd like to do that again roughly around the same time tomorrow night, around 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. We'll have our first ever members only hangout, and we'll kind of go over things because it looks like this weekend I will be filming a lot, and again, that'll be a members only type of thing too. I'll take you guys kind of on set and on location with me. Where do I find that link? Do you know, Dev? Hey, Donna. I'll have to try to delve in and find that link, because I'm new to the members thing. And we're just getting started over here with the Skeets Freaks community. We got our Discord server. We got good things happening. Things are starting to move finally. Once I get everything in the house here situated, like I said, again, we cannot do another Skeet AM because the studio room, the 2 windows here, that's just looking right out into the yard. Just anybody walking down the alley can see me right now. Got to get that taken care of. But there's one more window to replace in the other room, so he's gonna be banging and clanging in the morning, and I really can't stream while he's doing that. So, but we will have our members live stream tomorrow night around the same time. Oh, I see what you're saying. Is there like a join? Let's see if I can somehow manage to pull this out. Oh, okay. Members. Let's see if this works. Is this the link that you are talking about? I would be absolutely lost without your help, Death. That might just be my channel. Yes, that just takes you to my channel. Okay, go to the membership page. This show me all my Oh, okay. I see. So I gotta go into Safari and pull that up. Okay. Let's do that. I don't know why I'm still doing that with my phone when I have my Mac sitting right in front of me. And that's going to take me. Okay, let's do this smarter. Stop being an idiot, Nathan, and do it the right way. I'm an idiot. Oh, man. Okay, that is the link. If not, I can try to pull it up on the Mac here. Okay, that's going to be, I think that was the proper link that I shared out. Okay, we got that stood away. Anyways, tomorrow night, we'll shoot for 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. It'll be a Thursday, then plus my kids got an e-learning day Friday, so we'll be able to hang out, chill, kind of go over the screenplay before I get ready to start filming on that this weekend. And then plus I want to be Michael again this weekend, but if I have to go to Ohio and film, I'm going to go do it in my hometown, and that should be some fun. So yeah, don't forget to hop in the Discord, man. Even if you don't want to join up and do the membership things, we still got a lot of stuff going over there. You don't got to be a member to come in there, hang out and chat, and give some input on some things that maybe you'd like to see me cover in our paranormal streams we'll be doing, because I'm going to be covering everything supernatural, from paranormal happenings, ghosts, spirits, angels, demons, and then cryptids. You know, Mothman, Sasquatch, the Goat Man, Loch Ness Monster, to UFOs, alien abductions, all those things. We'll be covering all that. Anything supernatural, we'll be covering that over here on ScreamCast and doing that. And then also, you can always throw out any other horror films. We don't got to stick to the Halloween franchise. I think I'm going to branch out, and we're going to do a different film. Maybe I look at what's trending right now, newer horror that I have not watched, and see if I can kind of get into it and see what's up there. So that's what's going over here, man, on the Skater Jerkins world. For my skates freaks, we're building, we're growing a community, we're doing what we can, we're doing what we can. And again, my main goal for this community is just a community where we have that in-house people to kind of get together with, the collab, brainstorm, and help each other, in any way that we can, and have fun doing it. And that's my biggest goal with this community, with the server. And I would love to see, we all get together and collab on a short film. We write it, we help shoot it. There's things we can do, breaking it down, a screenplay or a script, and everybody shoot their scenes, their characters, and we kind of kick it back, and I edit it and blend it all together, and maybe it's something we can do down the road. I think that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, absolutely. Def's in there, always rocking it. Come check it out, man. She's my right hand man in the Discord and within here with the links and helping me get things going. So tip of the hat to Def. I appreciate all your help. I really honestly do. Thank you so much for that. Well, that was our Halloween Not So 6. Again, if you'd like to support this channel, the links pinned in the live chat there, or the links below. You don't got to, but if you want to, they're there. If you want to join, become a member, there's some perks that go with that as well. There's the Discord server. Hop in there, join the Discord, which I need to update my little preload descriptions there and put the Discord link in there. I'm really slacking. I need to get that uploaded in there so we don't lose that. But yes. But again, like always, man, this has been your boy Skeet talking to the Skeets Freaks. And like always, man, this has been me talking to y'all. And I will see you guys on down the road. Much love, and thank you so much to everybody, man. Thank you. I appreciate you all. I'll see you very, 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 very soon. And we will not be discussing Halloween Not So 6 ever again on this damn channel. Never. It's a bad memory. All right, guys. Much love, man. You guys have a great night.